So I'm going to do this as a 4-part series on this account of going through every single Golden Boy winner from 2003 all the way to present day 2022. And we're just going to talk about their careers and if they really panned out and lived up to the hype. So let's get started. Starting off with 2003, we have Rafael van der Vaart. He was a good player. At Ajax, this guy was the captain of the team at Ajax at 21 years old. But unfortunately, injuries really derailed his career. He actually played for some really big clubs in his career. You know, he played for Madrid, obviously played for Tottenham, who's not that big of a club, but it's still a well-known club. And he actually had some pretty memorable moments. I remember at Real Madrid, he scored a winner against Sevilla in like 2009, but overall, didn't really live up to the hype. Then we got Wayne Rooney, one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. This guy was a stud. Won it all. Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues, FA Cups, Carabao Cups. The man has everything in his trophy cabinet, except for a Ballon d'Or. Probably could have won one if Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist, to be honest with you. But yeah, Wayne Rooney 100% lived up to the hype. 2005, Messi. Let's not really spend too much time on this one. Obviously, the greatest player of all time. He definitely lived up to the hype. Moving on to 2006, we have one of the greatest creative midfielders I've ever seen in my life, Cesc Fabregas. He obviously lived up to the hype. A guy that basically won it all, except for a Champions League, but obviously won the Prem, won 2 Euros, won a World Cup. You know, him and Van Persie at Arsenal in their prime was just a joy to watch. So yeah, Van Persie definitely lived up to the hype. And finally, finishing it off with 2007, we have Sergio Aguero. Of course, he lived up to the hype. We're talking about one of the greatest strikers the game has ever seen. I think he's one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. At La Liga, he was amazing for Atletico. I remember he scored a goal against Chelsea in the Champions League in 2010. Just an insanely good goal. I think when you're talking about modern era strikers, it's Suarez, it's Benzema, it's Lewa, it's Aguero, it's Zlatan. But yeah, apart from Van der Vaart, all these other players, amazing.